What's up, guys? We are back with the fourth episode of the You Discuss podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about moving in the dorms. Today, we have a special little treat with us. We have our first guest on. We have Abu Kamara, the creator of our intro and outro beat to the podcast, and me and Jay's roommate for the past 2 years at school. Abu, you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, well, I mean, you've already done it for me pretty much. What's going on, everybody? My name is Abu. As Ross said, I also go by Houdini for real. My Instagram handle is at HoudiniFR. And yeah, what's going on, guys?
I love how he shouted himself out within the first minute of our
Didn't
podcast.
say anything about what he did to school when he graduated. Just shouted himself out. I respect that.
I didn't know what I was supposed to say.
No, that was great.
Okay.
Okay, how about this? Abu, what was your major at school?
I started off as a mechanical engineering major. Jay, you know what that's like.
That's sort of.
I pivoted it away from that. And so I moved away from that, and I ended up being a math major, which was also not.
Oh, that
too
sounds
fun,
terrible.
But yeah, I mean, it was good because I was able to free up my schedule, and do like a bunch of other things. So it was cool.
Just like to point out another person that changed their major. That is not me.
I told you, most people do. Everyone's going to eventually, for most people.
Yep. Yeah, and even after grad, like most people don't end up doing what their degree says. So it's probably good to move away, honestly, I think. But yeah.
Okay, so the main topic of today's podcast is going to be moving in the dorms. To start off, we're going to be talking about choosing a roommate, how to do it, and everything surrounding it. Claudia, do you want to start us off?
Sure. I don't know how much I can talk about choosing a roommate. I remember I filled out, so at UD, I'm sure Jay can talk about this more because he worked in the registrar's office, but I remember there was some survey you took about what kind of roommate you were, what you wanted in a roommate, interests, stuff like that. And I remember filling that out, emailing one girl, and then I was like, this is way too much work. I'm just going to go with random roommates, random location. And I think I kind of got lucky. I'll say that. Like,
Definitely got luckier than me.
I didn't have the worst experience, but there were some struggle times.
Not, and I didn't mean to offend Gianluca. I meant I didn't mean to offend my roommate. I
was about to
the
say,
place I was living.
I was
Now
gonna say,
he's
like,
not going to come on the podcast.
right. I was like, you just roasted Gianluca.
I did not mean that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I was going to say, I think most people fill out that survey and kind of email people. I know, Jay, you did that, but I don't know why I didn't. I think I was just like, no, I'm just going to try my luck and hope for the best, which maybe not the best solution or idea to do.
Did any of you choose your roommate?
I
Nope.
did not.
So you all went random.
Bro, I went random, and I think I was like the last kind of set of people that they grouped together, because literally our room is the last room in the building. Me, Matt, and Liam.
Right.
But yeah, I didn't even know who they were until like move-in day, pretty much. They did reach out to me on Instagram, but that was pretty much it.
That's crazy. So I chose my roommates freshman year, which I feel like I'm pretty sure like they say like just go random and go with like the compatibility survey. I look at it's funny because I look at our notes. It's like don't lie on compatibility survey, but I 100% did.
I feel like a lot of people did.
Yeah,
I know
did.
that everybody did because I
Yeah.
remember talking to my freshman year roommates about what they put, and I was like, "That's a goddamn lie."
Yeah.
Like I know that's a lie.
I totally not. But I chose my roommates. Nick had reached out to me, or I reached out to Nick. We were talking for a while, and then he told me that he was also talking to someone else. And was like, "Would you want to triple up?" And that's how I met Ryan. And then the three of us decided to choose each other. So I did not go random. I was talking to them all throughout like the summer, late spring, I guess, is when we chose each other. And then I actually met K-Brick before I moved in because we picked the same orientation day. So I got to meet him beforehand, and then Nick I met on the first day, but we had been talking all summer, so it was a little different than going random. I don't know if I could have. I don't know.
Yeah,
For-
the
yeah.
random was a little rough.
Yeah, the
I mean,
random
like,
was-
you're gonna hear me like talk about my freshman year roommates for many, many episodes here, but I ended up, I'm still very good friends with one of my freshman roommates, and I do very much like both of them, but they were kind of hard to live with. And so really getting to know them and also just setting some rules and boundaries is definitely gonna help you freshman year.
I mean, when I went in random, I tried messaging Gianluca once I figured out that he was going to be my roommate and never got a response. So basically, yeah, met him day one, pretty much.
Also, all the people that we're mentioning right now, like eventually they'll be on the podcast or something. Like we're just throwing out random names, but you will slowly get to know them over this time.
Yep. I remember Claudia had an interesting combination.
It was
very,
odd.
very
It was, yeah. That's what I mean by like the compatibility survey. Like you fill it out, but like I don't even know if they look at it because some of the matches that I see, it's like, how? It's like, how did that happen? I don't know, but I mean,
There's got to be some level of you fit into a certain category and then get randomly assigned from there. Because like, there's no way there's one person sitting there like matching up all of these different people with other compatible people. So
very true.
Yeah, but also, okay, all right. Think about the rooms on Gilby, on our floor, right? They all kind of made sense, right? Like, could you imagine different people pairing up other than Claudia's old roommate with what was her name, Melissa?
Lydia.
Well, that was
She
your
ended-
old roommate, but there
No, I'm
was
talking about
Alyssa Key.
no,
No.
Melissa Whitbrook.
I don't know who that is.
Exactly.
You don't remember her?
No,
She
not
was
at
very
all.
quiet. She was
Yeah.
extremely similar to Lydia, which is why they both left.
Oh, they moved out and they started living with each other.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
makes sense.
So you never know, and sometimes it might not work out, but you might find someone that you want to live with anyway, then just move out and find somewhere else to live.
Yeah.
And also
definitely.
for the people listening that don't know, when people say Gilby, they mean Gilbert Hall, the
We'll go
residence
over that.
building.
The best
Yeah,
hall.
We'll go
I'm
over
sure
that.
definitely know.
We'll talk about it.
We're not that old yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, from our all of us kind of hinting at some issues with roommates, at least me, I think it's definitely important to remember or go in without assuming you're going to be like, you probably won't be best friends with your roommate. As long as you guys get along, that's already great for freshman year. But I think a lot of people go in thinking like, I'm going to be best friends with this person, or they're going to be like my one person that I do things with. And I think that can cause some issues, especially when that doesn't happen. I don't know if that happened with you guys.
I mean, for me, like, I like know like it's like just be like you can be roommates first, friends second. But if it works out that you guys are friends, like it makes it better. But it's not like you have to like force yourself to be best friends with your roommate. I mean, I've still talked to both of my freshman year roommates. Me, Boo, and Ross lived with one of my freshman year roommates for the last 2 years, so we're still very close. And I'm very close with my other freshman year roommate also. So it worked out for me, but I know people that it's like you just live with them. It's like you walk in, you can have conversation, but like you don't need to be best friends and do everything together 24/7.
Exactly. That is like the best situation right there, I think. Honestly, I feel like when you room with somebody who's like your really good friend, like I'm talking about like besties, you got to talk every day. That's when it could that like rooming could destroy that relationship or friendship. I feel like
I've heard that before a lot.
Yeah.
I know people that are like not that went to Delaware, but two of my friends that were like best friends who are no longer friends because they lived with each other. So it's like you never know.
I think the living situation, I think it depends. So like if you're in a full house off campus, you have your own rooms, like that does make it easier living with friends. But I mean, you're 3 people in a single bedroom, like with 3 beds and all this, like that's pretty tight quarters. You got to learn how to live with them, and there will definitely be fights and issues. So I'd say living with your best friends in a dorm is not ideal.
Yeah, I remember when I was choosing schools when I almost went. I was like almost going to like the same place that like one of my close friends were like also going to, and I was like, do not live with like if you pick here, like don't go live with your best friends because like you kind of know it's like you don't want to just keep along like that tie, and it's like you can go off and make your own friends, you can do your own things, like you guys don't have to be tied together like always like when you were back in high school, like you can go live your own lives but still be good friends, which
And you can always come back to that person. I mean, I knew a set of twins who lived together, and I was like, that just doesn't seem like a great idea. Like, even if you get along perfectly forever, like, that kind of limits your ability to branch out and meet other people and explore the school and whatnot.
Yeah. So just want to backtrack a little bit and talk about how the University of Delaware Facebook group is a good way to also find possible roommates by posting basically an icebreaker about yourself, talking about what your hobbies are, what you like to do, and stuff like that. And you can possibly find people with similar interests, similar personalities that could possibly work out for you.
yeah, I found my two roommates off of, well, I found Nick off of Facebook because I posted my extremely awkward icebreaker. But yeah, we started talking and basically, yeah, pretty much what you said, found common interests. I think one of like the biggest things were that we were both OKC fans. Or when I found that out, I was like, oh, they were gonna be perfect. Like that's really all that matters. There's nothing else to like living with someone except like what sports team they like, honestly.
Meanwhile, both of you
That
don't
was
even
my
really
problem.
care about that anyway.
Yeah, now I don't think I've watched a basketball game in like 2 years, but
Same day.
But on the flip side, for me, like I was messaging like a bunch of people and never really panned out to anything. So I mean, and then I got ended up with random. So I mean, anything can happen. But it is a good option.
I think that Facebook page is also good, like going through school. Like you can find other roommates for other years, off campus, different opportunities. Like that's just a great resource to always just keep in the back of your mind that it's there.
Definitely.
But yeah, so now that we've talked about our roommates, we can go on to talking about what dorms are best on campus. Something that might be helpful to know. I know that tripling up pretty much guarantees that you will be in a dorm with AC.
Yes.
I would recommend.
Because all of the older dorms are mostly, I'm pretty sure they're all doubles, all the older dorms. So if you triple up, you're pretty much guaranteed to get AC. If you're in a double, Ross,
Yep.
you may not have the luxury of having air conditioning in your room, which I feel like, I mean, I can't really talk on it, but like the summer, I guess August through October, and then the end of the year is like when it's super hot in there. But I feel like it was always just gross and muggy. And
I mean, I probably should have gotten new ones, but for the first 2 years at college, I had the same pillows, and they were so like I'm sorry, but they were so yellow with the sweat from freshman year because it was so muggy and so disgusting in that dorm. I was living in Russell. It was so unenjoyable.
Do you have new pillows now? That's all that matters.
Of course.
All right, then you're good. Then you're good.
Those were garbage.
I don't know
very
how
quickly
you guys did that. Like I would go over to your room and I would look at that sad little fan that you guys have. That was only blowing in hot air from outside.
Yeah, we had 2 window fans. I was like,
yeah,
and I had a Dyson fan, and I think we had another stand fan.
Yeah. I remember for like the first couple of weeks, I remember like people would just sleep on our floor, like in my room because it was air conditioned.
Yep.
And I just wake up, it's like, oh, who's on the floor today?
Yeah, your room was really the community room.
It was, but open door policy. That's how you make friends.
So
No,
correct me
it's
if I'm wrong, but I believe the 4 dorms that don't have AC at the moment are Russell, Harrington, Lane, and Thompson. Is there anything else?
That's yeah. I mean,
That I know of.
yeah, those are the freshman ones that don't have AC. I think the upperclassmen, like some of them on like, what is it, Central Green? Is that what it's called? The middle of the green.
Sure.
Like I think some of them do, but not all of them. I think I'm not sure. I don't. Those dorms didn't exist for me until like. No, they just didn't exist for me.
The green dorms. Did you guys know anybody that lived there?
I did know a couple people.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I've never been inside. I don't think. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
There, yeah. It was just like East Campus, North Campus.
I mean, Gilbert's the best. That's all that matters. So it's got AC.
Yeah.
Perfect location.
All 3 of them were on the same floor in Gilbert, so they're a little biased.
Gilbert 5B.
Oh, we're not biased.
Gilby 5B.
We're just stating the facts, man.
Yeah, it's just facts. It's the best dorm. There's nothing that compares to it. It was the greatest. It's tucked in the back. It was on East Campus. It's like Reading's like annoying like little sibling. It's kind of just tucked in the back that nobody sees.
Well, and Reading was the honors dorm when we were there, and so you had everyone in there in the honors school, and then us behind, which was always a fun time.
Yeah, we tried. Yeah, it was just like we all like you like walk up. I remember when like I toured, like I don't know, one of the times I toured, and they like took us inside the dorms, and they were like, "Oh, like so we're gonna show you Reading," and like you walk up like the turf or whatever, and it's this big massive building, and it's like really nice building. It's like Reading. I was like, oh, it's so nice. And then when I got like our room assignment, it said like Reading Gilbert, and I was like, oh, sick! Like I'm gonna live in Reading. Like that's a place I toured. Like it was super nice. And then it was like Gilbert 523, and I was like, what? It's like why? I'm like, I don't even know where that is. And then moving day, it was like all the way tucked in the back. I was like, well, this is gonna be interesting. But that was amazing. I'm so happy that we lived in Gilbert. Ross, we can say you lived in Gilbert. It's
Sure.
fine.
Yeah,
Practically did.
Yeah. But what are the other what else? Because Reading Gilbert is like they like divide them up into complexes. So like there's like Reading Gilbert complex, and then the Russell complex, which is where Ross lived, that does not have any AC. Harrington doesn't have AC either, right?
Nope.
No.
And
But
then
Harrington
Lane,
has the pod, which is
right. Harrington has the pod. That's definitely worth it. And it also has the gym there. So that one's Russell.
Do you want to explain what the pod is real quick?
The pod is the greatest late night waste your money snack venue that the university has to offer. There's 2. There's the East Campus one. There's the North Campus one. It's funny because Claudia we were arguing with her boyfriend that because he said that the North Campus pod was better than the East Campus pod, and like the East Campus pod has Subway. It can have nothing else in there besides Subway. And automatically.
I like how you were so in love with Subway.
I mean, it was pretty
like
clutch.
everything else, and it was Subway.
It was amazing. You didn't need
hot food.
Yeah, it was so good, and like it's not
murder your points in
like
if you don't take your time, if you're not careful.
I know that's the one. It's like I love the pod, but everything is ridiculously overpriced. And they're like, here's some dining points, but you're gonna run through them. I like finished my dining points by like mid-October, and I was like, well, what do I do now? It's like I need Subway, and I gotta go to Trabant and get Chick-fil-A. So like, someone's gotta figure something out because I need more points. I mean, dining hall, no. I'd rather just go to Chick-fil-A or go get Subway. But like, Subway was like late night snack.
It was really funny because my sophomore year roommate and she had like a ton of points that she just kind of like forgot about, I think. And so by the end of the year, we only had like 2 months left. We had so many points. So we did all our grocery shopping there. We ate dinner at the pod every night. Like we were always at Tripont getting food. Like we just fed ourselves on just points. It was really nice. But we are getting off track.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, so those are the pods. But Russell had a dining hall also. That's a plus about Russell.
And it's improved.
Yeah, after the renovation, it's like super nice in there. But and then Lane and Thompson do not have AC either. So basically the only dorms on East Campus that have AC are Gilbert and Reading. Right?
Well,
I mean, unless you count right across the street, which
yeah. So once you go across the street, then there's Caesar Rodney and South Academy, which are, I believe, the newest dorms.
Yeah, I think those are.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have not seen the inside, but I've been told they're really nice.
I've been inside South Academy. Gorgeous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
I'll never forget the first time I walked in there was with Abby, and someone was playing classical music on the piano as we walked in, and I was like, "This isn't real." I was like, "This literally isn't real." And then we saw the kitchen. It was like nice countertops and this like stainless steel like kitchen and everything. And I was like, even Gilby wasn't this nice. And Gilby's like, what, 6 years old? Gilby's not even that old.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is ridiculous. And then like you go into Lane and it's like, this is so unfair.
Yeah, like,
no,
go on.
I was gonna say we can't. I mean, no matter how nice the other dorms are, I wouldn't change anything about Gilby. I wouldn't exchange that freshman year for anything.
Nope.
Even though Jay was my neighbor, which was annoying sometimes with
You
all
didn't
of the.
talk to me.
I'm offended. We definitely chatted a couple times. I almost got written up in your room, but I escaped right at the last second.
Ross did get written up in my room.
Yeah, but nothing ever happened. Nothing ever happened with that.
That's so crazy. I didn't even realize. Like, I feel like Claudia and Jay's friendship is so thick now with 3 C's.
Bestie.
as opposed to freshman year. Like, I don't even remember you guys talking at first.
Oh, we were friendly. Like, it's nothing bad.
I was also like, I just wasn't around that much, and Jay's roommate was a DJ, so I was constantly just like, it's loud in there, and all they're doing is yelling and doing whatever. Like, I'm not a part of that. And then I think we became friends the second semester.
Yeah, we talked.
I was friends with Nick.
Yeah,
I remember the first time Shay entered your room, Jay, while like people were pre-gaming or doing something. And RA walks in and writes everybody up, including her. And she was like the angel of the floor.
Yeah, I don't remember. Well, no, I don't even know. No, never mind.
I remember that when Shay walked in, that's when I walked out because I was going to do something. And I saw the RA and I walked right past and just went to the lounge and sat by myself. I was like, I'm not doing anything. I'm on Instagram. Like, that was a close call.
I think I was in the bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Talking a little more about East Campus. Caesar Rodney had the dining hall in it, the larger dining hall, aside from Russell.
There.
Yeah. What was it? Isn't it? What is it? It's the largest dining hall on the East Coast.
I think it's like the second or the third, whatever they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you take a tour, they'll make sure to tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, CR was great. It was super crowded, which like was annoying because you'd walk around with like 3 plates looking for a table, and then like it was just always packed. But I loved our family dinners at CR. It was like my favorite thing. We'd always go sit in the back of home, which is no longer called home, which I found that out, which is kind of upsetting. But we'd sit in the back of home. I don't even know. It's not called that anymore. But we put like 4 tables together, have our family dinners. That's what I miss that. But I don't know. I like CR is just a lot sometimes. Like sometimes it's like I don't want to be here. It was like too much. So many people. The line to get in, like it was too much. Too much. But I think I kind of. I mean, I said this. I love Pencader. Like
Yeah, I like Pencader too.
I love Pencader. I don't know why, but like the food's not better by any means. But I don't know. I like going to Pencader more than I like going to CR. The overall experience.
I think that's
I
a
hated
good
them both.
transition to start talking about the North Campus,
North Campus.
which we have were George Reed, Thomas McKean, James Smith, and Smythe.
James
No?
Smith.
I can edit that out. But not Spice. I don't know. That's on Central Green, I think.
Yeah, that made me think.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to talk about those real quick?
Yeah, so North Campus was like forbidden land for a while. Like they talk,
Forbidden land.
yeah, like you don't go up to North Campus. Like why do you gotta go up to what's North Campus? Plus the walk from Gilby up to North
my
Campus. Oh, like that's two different countries. Like
That's
you,
unbelievable.
like
You have
that's
to get from Gilby to Trabant first. And
Right.
then Trabant to
right. Like
So North
and
Campus.
the bridge gets I'm sure that the North Campus bridge gets longer as you walk it.
as you walk.
Oh, it definitely does.
And I know that for sure. People don't believe it, but it gets longer like the more you walk it. And I don't know
It's
like,
the
how
most
they did it.
deceiving 100 feet there ever
Yeah.
is.
Exactly.
For how much Jay's complaining about walking to North Campus, you did move there sophomore year, so
And I took that bus and made sure that I got my seat before anyone else.
Yeah, if you don't want to have to take the bus and want to be closer to classes, try your best to be on East Campus with the dorms there.
Yeah, I mean North Campus. I love North Campus just because it looks so nice and like the turf up there. It's like nice to just sit out and relax on. But like everything, I mean, besides classes, but everything like they have a pod up there. They have a dining hall up there. They now have. I mean, our freshman year, there was only one freshman dorm up there. Now they have three. So it's like you.
it's kind of like being on campus and off campus at the same time. It's kind of their own little world up there, but you're still like in dorms. And
Yeah.
A little
everything.
bit.
So like, I mean, for us, like I liked living up north, like our sophomore year, and then kind of. I mean, I guess we can consider 105 like North Campus. It's past the train
Yeah,
tracks, sort
Pretty
of.
much. It's like
Yeah.
right on the edge.
Right. So it's like we kind of
Beautiful
stayed.
spot.
Yeah. So we kind of stayed up there our junior and senior year, even though we were off campus.
105 Elwood Roy Ave. Shout out.
Yeah. But yeah.
I went back to East Campus. I loved it over there.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you guys prefer? Since we've basically both been, I said both. All four of us have been either on East or North Campus. Which one do you prefer? I know my
East.
answer.
East.
Okay.
I mean, I definitely didn't like. Sophomore year we lived in the towers, which are no longer there, which is like all the way up north. I definitely did not prefer that, but like I liked junior and senior year. It was like not too far, but like a good in between almost.
Yeah.
I think I mean like for someone like Ross said, like we were still up there, so like I'll say that the last 3 years of school I was on North Campus, but I think I would pick East also, to be honest.
Okay. Well, let's do this because I also prefer our junior and senior year like location. Of
Yeah,
course, like
that was
hands down
prime
best
prime
situation.
location. Yeah.
So let's limit it to freshman and sophomore, or freshman and sophomore year experiences.
That's true.
North
Yeah,
Campus or East Campus.
I would say East.
East.
Yeah,
That makes
For
it
sure,
a little
East.
harder.
Oh
'Cause,
no,
like-
that makes it so much easier.
I know, right?
No. I loved living in the towers. I thought it was
Oh.
so much fun.
Really?
Anyways.
Oh, well, we all
Next
Love
have
topic.
the location of East. That's why I went back there, but like I don't know. I liked the towers. I liked the little bubble that was North Campus. I also
Yeah.
liked the walk, which It was good exercise. Then I didn't go to the gym.
Now we know why.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
I
there's
think
also
for me,
there's also a gym out there. I
yeah,
forgot there was a
I
gym
didn't
on North
want that
Campus.
gym. I didn't like that gym.
I have never been into that gym.
It's a nice
I
gym. It's like
I
Harrington's.
walked in and I
I think I was
walked
there
out.
once.
Yeah, no.
I've never been into Harrington's or Independence. How was
No.
Harrington's?
Moving on. No, it was good. They renovated it, so it was nice.
I mean, so I like East Campus better just because like we had like a community on our floor. In the
Yeah.
towers, like it was like an apartment. You know, you can't just go outside and be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, what's good?"
Yeah.
You know, everybody is trapped. So
I also think it's different. Like, I mean, freshman year, like I said before, like our door was open 24/7 for everyone and anyone to walk in. Like sophomore year, like I mean, Ross and I knew our neighbors, but like we didn't talk to people that lived on our floor. It's kind of like everyone was kind of just doing their own thing because like you're like upperclassmen now. So like
I got rid of our open door policy on Gilby pretty quickly after Abu's roommate Liam came and like jumped on top of me at 4 a.m. and shotgunned a beer in my bed. I decided that was no longer a good option for our group. Dead sleep, 6'7" guy coming and jumping. I was like, I can't do this. This isn't nice.
I had no idea that ever happened.
It happened
It
a few
was
times. He
crazy.
came into our room at 7 a.m. and just funneled a Four Loko.
And
I
he
was
came
like,
into my room at 6:45 a.m. to get that funnel.
oh, nice.
You know, it was so funny. No matter how drunk Liam was, no matter how gone he was, he would always enter the room, stand up perfectly still, close the door and walk and do everything he needs to do without making a sound, without dropping anything.
That's impressive.
He was so good about that. Yeah, I know. I was like, thank you, God. But like, how?
That's it. Abu just sitting there in bed, like just observing. Like, this is fascinating.
Yeah,
Oh, I miss Liam.
Fun fact. I know, I miss it too.
Okay.
Right.
Before we go off the rails anymore, let's start to talk about the items that you think are necessities to bring when we start to move in.
Storage containers. So many underbed storage containers. That's the only thing you need. I brought 1,000 of them and it was the best thing ever. No, that's the number one thing you need.
It's definitely a very good idea.
All your clothes,
Good.
all
Right,
your
I was gonna say
necessities.
clothes.
Jay and his 8 closets full of clothing. So
I mean, yeah, you'll only get like, I'm pretty sure it's the same everywhere. Like you'll get like one little like little closet thing that like is never enough.
Yeah. What do you call it? It's like it's like a wardrobe. So you have like
Yeah, I couldn't think of the
hanging
word.
closet space, and it's like it's like a 2-door thing, but it's like very small. And then you have 3 drawers at the bottom, 2 drawers at the bottom. That's it.
one drawer at the bottom.
Is it? No, it's more than one, isn't it?
One drawer at the bottom. You had 2 or 3 inside because you had
that's what it is.
short hanging and a long hanging.
Right. That's what it is. Yeah. So like
Well,
you don't really got that much
nothing.
space. Yeah,
It's
you don't got a lot of
nothing.
space. But I made it work. I think I had stuff like Claudia said, like in like storage bins and stuff, and would just pull it out when needed. I really didn't bring that much stuff, but
Yeah, but you guys had so much stuff in your room, and like,
we had an entire DJ setup under Ryan's bed.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend having that for anyone listening.
it was smart of him to get the things for the bed. So
yeah.
really
So you can loft your bed. I'm pretty sure you have to get that like requested like beforehand, but you can loft at least for triples, you can loft the like single bed in the triple room so that you can put stuff under it. So K-Brick like had like his whole DJ setup in storage space under his bed, which honestly it was better like under there because it like we had like more space, because if his bed wasn't lofted, like I don't know where that stuff was going. Like, it would not.
You can do it in doubles too. My roommate sophomore year lofted her bed. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I could have done that.
Yes.
Oh right, yeah. Alyssa had her bed lofted in the towers.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I think something important is that twin XL sheets and not twin sheets, because they are different, and your twin sheets will not fit on your twin XL size bed. So make sure that you buy your twin XL sheets instead of your twin sheets. I'm pretty sure all beds are, right? Aren't they all twin XL?
I think
Every
for them,
single
yeah, I
one.
think so.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Common knowledge to everyone except Jalen. So.
Poor Jalen. Poor Jalen.
Yeah, and then we were talking about this. I remember when we were making this like outline for this episode. Claudia, explain the fridge and microwave situation, because I don't remember it.
So you are allowed to have those, like a fridge and a microwave, but the microwave has to be under a certain wattage. I think it's like 900.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's the super, super weak ones. No toasters, no toaster ovens. You could have a mini fridge, but you're supposed to get it from the university. No one did. But like you're technically supposed to rent it from the university, which that just seems silly to me. But yeah, you're technically allowed to have those things. Highly recommend, but there's definitely some restrictions on them.
They probably charge you an insane amount to rent that for the entire year.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's probably ridiculous.
But yeah, I definitely recommend having a fridge and a microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
And-
God. Oh, go.
I was gonna say another thing that we have down is a shower caddy, because you will definitely be making
And
the
shower shoes.
Shower
Shower
shoes.
Yeah,
Make
sorry.
Shower
sure you
shoes.
bring shower shoes.
Flip flops. Sandals.
Do not get in community showers without your shower shoes.
floors are gross. They're nasty. You don't know what has been on them.
Yeah.
So many
Well,
people's
sometimes
feet,
you know
everything
exactly
else.
what's been on
Yeah,
them.
you know, you can see what's been on them. Do like if you don't have shower suit, like wear your
Buy
sneakers.
flip flops for like $10.
Yeah, like
The dollar store. The dollar
Yeah,
store.
whatever.
You cannot makeshift shoes. Like you cannot go in there.
Put pieces of
barefoot.
cardboard on your feet.
Yes,
Anything
exactly.
necessary.
Exactly. Walking in and seeing what was in our bathroom freshman year, like the amount of times I go to the other side of the hall and use their shower, because I'm like, oh, there's throw up in one of our bathrooms, and people are, yeah.
You don't even have to see. Like all you gotta do is smell.
Smell.
Like as soon as you open the
Smell.
bathroom, oh my
Yep.
god.
Well,
Like
I think the girls' bathroom also wasn't as bad because, like, I never heard as many complaints. But I mean, I don't know.
Everyone-
Still do it. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, using the men's bathroom on a Friday night, Saturday night, or Sunday night was near impossible, because they don't come to
Or a
clean.
Monday night, or a Tuesday night, or a
No, but
Thursday night.
At least they come and clean, like on the weekdays. But after Friday's clean, like they're not coming back till Monday. And when someone, I don't even like. It's not even just throw up that you could find. Like you can find literally anything on those floors. So when someone puts something like on a Friday, if it's like Friday at 4:00, like it's not getting cleaned until Monday.
Yeah.
how many janitors did we cycle through?
Oh
I
my
was
God.
just
Does
thinking
anybody
that.
Oh my God. 9.
We were a
10.
notoriously messy and gross floor, and yeah, every single janitor would quit. I felt bad for them, but it was kind of funny how frequently it happened.
So back to what I was trying to say with the shower caddy before we got into the whole shoes and the floor stuff. Since you'll probably be walking across the hall to go to the bathroom, it's important to carry everything you need to take a shower. And an important note that I think you could do is for me, I lived on the complete other end of the hall than the men's bathroom. I just went up one floor or down one floor sometimes to just use the bathroom. So I think that's a good tip for some people if you are very lazy like me.
I lived across from the bathroom and it was great. I can't hear Jay.
Sorry. Sorry. Okay.
What else do you guys think is a good thing to bring?
I know. I was gonna say we don't have to say all these. Oh, TV.
Yes.
Another good thing that, I mean, I guess I wouldn't say you need it, but a lot of people do, is a TV. I don't think there's anywhere where the school provides you with a TV. I know they give you like cable and like Wi-Fi or whatever, but you got to bring your own TV. Video games, if you have like any video games that you want to link up to your TV or anything, like they don't provide a TV, so you got to bring your own. I probably could have. I mean, like I used our TV just because we had it, but if we didn't have a TV in our room, I probably would have been okay.
I didn't use ours. Ours
Yeah.
sat on our windowsill, and like I had a weird L-shaped room, so I was in like the top of the L, so I couldn't even see it from my bed. So, not that I would have had time to use it, but
Yeah.
I didn't even notice you guys had a TV.
it was on 24/7.
Yeah, it's always playing The Office.
The Office, 24/7. The Office every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I mean, like when we moved to 105, like I didn't have a TV in my room. Ross, you didn't have a TV in your room either, right?
I did not.
Yeah, so like I don't need the TV. I mean, especially even there, like there's a TV in the living room, so you just walk out, put on HK, and just watch for a couple hours. But yeah, and plus on my laptop, like I'd sign into everything on my laptop and then just
Yeah, at this point, a
watch.
lot
Yeah.
of people are streaming stuff, and I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
unless you like really need it for, say, video games or something else, I can't really. I don't know.
Mario Kart.
yeah.
Come on,
Live
Smash.
I
movies.
said video games.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
A lot of Smash was being played at 105. Yeah, I mean, TV is definitely a good choice.
Yeah, I mean, if you have it, you'll use it. So might as well just bring it.
And piggybacking off of that, I think having a lot of extension cords and wires is definitely a good idea, because there's a lot of outlets in pretty bad places for the most part, especially there were in my room.
I feel like they put all of the outlets in terrible spots.
Yep.
Like I don't know why. I mean, like we redid our room freshman year, but like even
Yeah, we
like,
moved our room a little bit.
yeah, like
Well,
sophomore year, it was like under the bed. I'm like, can't we put it like somewhere else? Like not near the desk. No, let's not put one near the desk that you're supposed to work on. Let's put it across the room under the bed where nobody can reach it. That's a good idea.
Well, freshman year, at least for us in particular, like you didn't have too much room, like 3 people in a room. So you always had something somewhere. So that's probably why like the outlets were
Yeah, that's fair.
So going away from outlet placement, it's important to also know what you shouldn't bring and what you will be written up for if you bring it. Like I know a lot of people who are written up for having candles. You're not allowed to have candles. And our friend Michaela, her sophomore year, actually went to student conduct and everything because they had a candle for a birthday party in their room. So
I
don't bring
remember
candles.
even like when we moved off campus, we weren't even allowed to have candles. 'Cause I remember Kevin said to us and was like, there was a candle on your kitchen table, like you need to get rid of that. And I was like, we're not allowed to have candles still? And like it's interesting, candles. That was I mean, I get it, fire hazard. But
I get it, fire.
I
fire.
actually have one more thing that I think is a very good idea to bring, and I know Abu will 100% agree with this, is a bike. And he could probably talk about that a good amount.
A bike is so necessary. Like you could take a 25-minute walk and shrink it down to 5 minutes. Like that was just a beautiful thing. Like I didn't have to. I remember when you guys would get up like so early to go to our Egg 101 class, and I'd get up like 10 minutes before and make it there as you guys are walking in.
It was sad. But remember when you got pulled over on your bike?
Oh my! Yo,
I remember that.
So mad.
So obviously there's some cons to bike riding also. I've never gotten pulled over walking.
So I got pulled over because I had headphones in my ear, which I think was just dumb. And he stopped me by like stepping in front of me. So I almost hit him. I had to stop, and I almost fell over, and I was so mad. And then he says, like, he tells me that I had my headphones in my ear. I'm like, oh, I didn't know. And then he's like, oh no, it's all good. I'm just gonna write you a ticket. And I was like, at that point, oh my god, I was livid. I was so angry.
I remember someone put on their story them walking past you get a ticket because you got pulled over. I was cracking up.
Yeah, I was so mad. I went to, so instead of paying the ticket, I fought it. I went to like the Newark courthouse or whatever, and the judge, like, I got up before I finished saying my name. She's like, "Oh, you could go."
Really?
So I never paid it. Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Fun fact.
Also similar to bikes, a lot of people at the school rode their skateboard around. That also was a good idea.
Oh, speaking
I was
of
gonna
freshman
say-
year transportation, freshman year you're allowed to have a car. Not a lot of schools have that, but at UD as a freshman, I had my car freshman year. And it was very nice, except that not anybody else on our floor had one. So I was always the one driving to Wawa and taking people to the train station. So like goods and bads, but you are technically allowed to have your car freshman year if you want to bring it.
Claudia, that thing came in clutch.
Yeah.
I had no idea you had a car freshman year.
Yeah, I'm glad, or else I would have been taking
didn't
you
know that?
everywhere. You'd have
Yeah.
been like knocking on my door at 7 a.m. I got class. You're gonna drive
Yeah,
me like.
For sure. Most definitely.
One more thing based on my experience that I think you should bring is about 20 different fans, since I was living in Russell and it was just awful. And as I said before, I was sweating nonstop. We had 2 window fans, a stand fan, and a Dyson fan. I'm pretty sure I said that before, but it was so necessary, especially during summer and spring. It was just insane trying to live there.
That was so sad. I'd walk in. I'm like, do you live in this? First of all, the wall, it looks like a prison. Like, it literally looks like you're in a prison.
Yep.
And on top of that, you're living in such heat, man. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I feel so bad.
Yeah, you would like. I remember you and John could be like, "You want to come to Russell?" And I'm like, "You want to go anywhere else? Do you want to go anywhere else besides there?" Like, I don't really care where, but just no, not there. But yeah.
Okay, do you guys want to start to talk about move-in days and actually bringing everything into the dorms?
Well, just real quick, I didn't know that you weren't allowed to bring microwaves for the longest time, and I actually have firsthand experience as to why, or I should say secondhand experience as to why
Oh
you can't
my
bring.
god.
I know this story.
Yeah, so like Claudia said, you can, I don't know what the wattage is, but like you can bring
Yeah.
Like the lowest one.
right, but nobody does that. But Abu, care to share how
Beautiful story.
Okay.
right of why we can't have those microwaves in our rooms?
Okay, so my room was right next to our lounge. I'm sitting in the lounge doing work. A few other people are in there. And then out of nowhere, Rose looks up and is like, yo, there's a lot of smoke coming out of your room. And I'm like, what is she talking about? I turn and there's literally like hella smoke coming out of my room. I go and open it. You can't see anything in the room. It's completely white. And what happened was Liam put like some macaroni and cheese in the microwave without putting any water in it. So the microwave almost blew up. It caught fire, and basically the whole building had to evacuate. So that was fun.
And
We
this
came back
wasn't.
in.
I
Yeah,
was
like this-
asleep.
Yeah, like it was like not like it was like this is only like 2 a.m. Like, it was late. It was
It
late.
was so fucking late.
I was so mad, and I just and like that wasn't the first time it happened. Like someone, I remember like that happened another time with popcorn on the fourth
And the
floor.
fog machine.
Oh my god. Okay, that was just things not to bring on
Yeah.
A
moving
fog
day.
machine.
I would recommend not buying a fog machine and
Yeah.
having it in your room.
And especially if you're going to bring one, don't ask your RA first, and then once she says no, buy one. At least just do it. Just don't buy a fog machine.
Fun times.
Yeah, but we didn't have to evacuate for that. We just had to. I just stood outside my door and was like, "Not again." So we gotta do this again. Yeah.
So, do one of you want to start off move-in days? Okay,
I can do it.
I'll go first.
I saw Jay thinking, and I'm like, I think it's gonna be Jalen. I'm happy to do it too.
So
That was
I would recommend getting there as early as possible, even though you are given a time to move in for the most part.
Don't listen.
Just ignore that and get there as early as possible, especially because you will need a really good parking spot because you want to be as close to your room and dorm as possible. So you have to do as little lifting and moving as possible. And basically just get a really good parking spot because my dad tried to do that and he ended up getting a ticket because he was parked in a spot that weren't allowed to be. So just make sure you're aware of where you are, but just make sure you give yourself plenty of time getting there early, and regardless of what time you get, just try to get in the building with other people that are moving in. Just pretty much ignore the time that you're given for them. I think you'll be fine.
I actually moved in 2 days early. You have to pay a little extra for it, but because I was driving from Florida, and so I was like, I'm gonna like get 2 days early, have if something happens, like whatever. And it was marvelous. I mean, I got there 2 days early. There was one other person moving in. It was Serena. Or she was there like the day before me or something. I moved all my stuff in, got my key. It was just a nice experience. And then move-in day, I was helping my roommate, and I was like, oh, this is awful. Like, I just sat there and drank a nice coffee while everyone was moving in. Like, it was really nice.
Didn't even help your roommate?
Huh?
Didn't even help your roommate?
I moved a box and I told him where to go. And then I was just sitting on my bed like this, like, okay, like, let me know if you need anything.
Claudia moved in 2 days early, paid a little bit, but my sophomore year, when I was living at Ross, Delaware has a program you could sign up for called the Blue Hen Helpers, I think it's called. And you get to move in, I think I moved in like 3 or 4 days early, and you were given like one shift to help move in other students, and you got to move in for free. And so I did that my sophomore year just so that I can beat the rush of everyone moving in, especially because I was moving into the towers and I did not want to deal with everyone of 17 floors of the towers moving in on the same
towers
day.
Were an absolute mess moving in.
I was so
Luckily,
happy that I was not part of that. Yeah, I was very happy I was not a part of that because
I don't remember moving into the towers.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't remember how
fun.
that went.
I just remember Ross having a extremely difficult time. He was like, hey, I just got to campus. I'm like, great. And it's like 2 hours later, I'm like, are you lost? Do you need help?
What was the issue?
I don't know why. I don't remember it taking that long, but like I remember actually moving in. Like the hallways were so narrow. You were given this like square rectangular cart that was there to help move everything in, but you like couldn't move it down the hallways because it wouldn't fit, which was like ridiculous and didn't make any sense. And then once you finally got it through, you brought it into the elevator, and then only the cart and like maybe 2 people would fit in the elevator. So I don't even remember how many floors there were, like 20-ish in the tower, something like that.
17.
Okay, so there were 17 floors, and just think of that. That's like hundreds of people that need to go up and down, move in, and you can only have like 2 people at a time, like going in the elevators. It was just ridiculous. It took so long. The lines were like out the building, waiting to actually get in.
Now I remember I moved in early to the towers as well. Again, marvelous idea. That's why I don't remember it. None of my moving was traumatic because I was there early.
Moral of the story, move in early and you don't have to deal with everyone. But
I can't even
also
imagine
another go.
I can't even imagine if like 1 or 2 of the elevators were broken too.
Oh, it happened all the time.
The tower's elevators never work. Oh, on moving day, probably not.
Like,
but
if that happened on moving day, it would be so.
Gilby's elevators never worked either.
Gilby wasn't as bad though. The towers was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite was one of the elevators was broken in the towers, and I lived on the 16th floor, and I got in, pressed 16. Some guy gets in after me and hits 2, and was like, "I'm so sorry," and I was like, "Just walk up the stairs. Like it's not that big a deal." That was rough. I didn't like that.
I love watching people in the towers, and it's like you get in, and it's like 8 people get in, and it's like 7, 9, 10, 14, and then the last person comes in and is like 3, and I'm like, bruh, walk up the stairs. Walk up the stairs, or like when you're coming.
I tried for a month to like walk up the stairs. Go, Jay.
No.
He said no.
I said no.
Okay.
Quality content.
So remember what you gotta say. Fire drill. Oh, I don't think we ever had fire drills. Actual fire
Yes,
alarms.
we had. Oh, I guess they're not fire drills.
We had so many actual fire alarms go off. They were like, they don't need drills. Like they know what to do.
I lived on the 17th floor, literally the top floor. So coming back up was always annoying for the first semester, and then spring I moved over to the 13th floor with Nick on in the other tower.
Yeah.
How did I not know that?
It was him, Jake, Gianluca, and Gilbert.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember that. I don't know why I didn't remember that for a second. I was there all the time.
Jay, you guys lived on the 10th floor, right?
Yeah, I liked the 10th floor. It was nice. I mean, I still didn't go downstairs for the fire drills, but like it was nice only living 10 floors up.
Claudia, what floor did you live on again?
16. I was right underneath and around the corner from you guys.
Oh, yeah.
We had the hamsters. Everyone came to see. That's another thing you shouldn't bring as pets. I 100% had hamsters all the time.
We're also talking about sophomore. We're currently talking about sophomore year.
Yeah, but don't bring pets. But you can do it anyways. It's fine. I love my hamsters.
You still have your hamster. Well, not the one. Yeah. Well, they died, and you got new ones. That was kind of dark. Yeah, I was gonna say it was kind of dark.
So, back to moving in freshman year.
Yeah.
Make sure. I'd say probably make sure to bring as many people with you as possible. I think that would be pretty helpful, so you can get done as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I had an army my freshman year, and then it was just me and my mom my second year, and then.
Well, I mean.
Yeah.
We are making this podcast in a pandemic, so like the new freshman class coming in, there might be restrictions. Who knows? Hopefully not, but
that is
worth
true.
looking at if there's restrictions on how many people you can bring and move in times and everything, because they might be more strict.
That is very true. Yeah, it was nice because it was like you got everyone to carry up your stuff. Like you bring up something, you go back down. There's half the stuff there, and I'm like, wow. It's like just keep going, team. We're doing great.
Going, team.
Yeah, I mean,
and if you can, try to get your roommates to help too. You know, maybe you get there second and they're already done. Make them do something. Unlike Claudia,
I carried a box.
Ross, I helped you. Did I help you? I feel like I didn't. I so didn't.
I didn't know you at that time. What are you talking about? Freshman year?
We lived together sophomore year.
No. I was talking about freshman year.
Oh.
Well, Jay's talking about sophomore year.
We're getting all our years confused.
Yeah, we're getting all our years confused. How about I mess it up some more. Junior year, when we moved in to our townhouse.
Falling in my desk.
Oh my god.
My god.
Talk about traumatic experience. Like we scraped up the walls before we even moved in officially.
We broke in the house.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but yeah, not freshman. See, now I'm getting my years mixed up just in my own head. Junior year when I moved in, it was honestly such an easy process. I remember when Ross, Abu, Nick, and I were deciding, like we had signed our lease. And sophomore year, the four of us were hanging out, and we were like talking about like our living situation and everything. And in our house there's 4 bedrooms. There's 1 bedroom on the first floor, and then there's 3 on the top floor. But one of those 3 is like double the size of all the rest.
Massive.
Huge.
Master
2
bedroom.
2 closets, like just massive. So I didn't care which bedroom I got. Honestly, I wanted to be on the bottom floor because stairs and Friday nights do not go well for me. But
And Saturdays and Sundays and Mondays and Tuesdays and
And
Wednesdays and
Tuesdays,
Thursdays.
Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Sorry,
That's a really good
Stacy.
way to put it.
oh my god. But we decided to, figure out who was going to get the large room. We'd have a I don't know,
I
fun
remember
run.
this.
Yep.
Oh,
It was fun
I
run.
guess. Yeah, so we played like it was like supposed to be like best of 5. It turned out into like first to 30. Got the biggest room. We just stood up playing fun run for like 3 hours, and I'm like, I'm not even competing for this room. Like, I'm done.
No, it definitely worked out for the best that Abu got it.
But yeah, Abu was the all-time victor and got the big room. Honestly, I did not have enough stuff to fill that room, even if I did want it.
I saw it once, and I remember you were like giving me the tour. I saw your room, I saw Ross's room, and then I walked in. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
it's ridiculous.
I made the best of that room.
You had
It was meant for 2 people, and it had 2 people. It was perfect.
right.
Basically.
Right. You know,
I was thinking about hosting like movie nights in there, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna just keep
it's
it.
your
to myself.
it's your zen. Yeah. Upstairs was like the
Foreign
no-no.
view.
Yeah, that was like the no zone. You don't go up there. It's like
I went
I'll
up
come
there
the
once, and I
stairs.
was like,
Yeah.
I'm not welcome.
I lived there, and I didn't. I
Jay was
don't go
only up there like 3 times.
Yeah,
over the 2 years.
I didn't go up there because like there's a bathroom and the 3 bedrooms. Like I just see them downstairs, so like I don't need to go up there. But
Yeah.
yeah, your room was ridiculous. I remember looking in your room. It's like you have a desk, a TV stand, a TV, a couch, like a huge ass bed, and then there's still half a room open. And I'm like, I don't like I literally couldn't fit half of this stuff in my room. It's crazy.
2 different closets, a wardrobe.
Yeah, but
They
I
should've
like
just
I
made I was so mad that they didn't make like the small closet a bathroom.
The bathroom's right
That's-
there.
That's what you're upset about. You have this big ass room. You have 2 freaking closets, and you're upset because you didn't have a bathroom in your room when the bathroom was
Man, it could've been
outside of your
better.
door.
Hey man, it could have been better. It could have been better.
Yeah,
Not
Jay,
really.
come on, could have been better. You saw the house I lived in, could have been better.
that's a whole nother story.
I lived in the best
You-
definition of a college frat
Yeah.
house that there was, and it was basically a frat house.
I loved.
Jay
that
lived
porch.
there pretty
Yeah.
much. He wasn't at his own house.
My porch was like my home.
My porch.
It was my
I was gonna
porch.
say my porch.
It was not your porch. That was fully my porch.
Well, my
Right.
favorite was when people would introduce themselves to me, being like, "Oh yeah, Jay lives here. Like I'm his friend," and I was like, "That's nice. That's really nice." My house.
Like I don't live there. But yeah, moving into, I guess we get off topic really easily. Moving into 105 was super easy because it was 5 flights of stairs, not 5 flights of stairs, 5 steps. I was gonna say that'd be awful.
I have a big house.
Yeah. Five steps up to the door, and then my room was right to the right. And I just put all my stuff in there. It's wonderful. Didn't have to
Nice
carry
and
up
easy.
a huge ass desk to someone's room that eventually broke anyway and was duct taped together to last him.
No, it was broken. Bringing it on the way up.
I didn't say I was talking about
There
you.
for that.
Oh, it was crazy. But yeah, all right. Enough about me.
I've never heard Jay say that before.
Oh, but shockingly enough, I think we've gotten to everything.
Some way or another, we did it.
I think everything was
Off the rails, on the rails, off the
Yeah.
rails.
exactly.
Back
I
on.
feel like
Moral of the story: you probably won't be best friends with your roommate. Bring lots of storage, and that's it.
that's true.
And
Yeah.
shower shoes.
Yeah, and shower shoes. Yeah. But yeah, I don't really have any. We cover everything. It's mostly important stuff. Choosing roommates. I'm
You'll
happy
learn
with
on the
my.
way.
Yeah, exactly. It like you figure it out. I mean, I like for me. I mean, I guess well, kind of for all of us, but I like that. I hear like all these horror roommate stories, and like I'm like so happy that I like loved all my roommates like all 4 years that I lived with, and I was like a good time and everything. And like I obviously did it right because I had no problems or anything with anyone that I lived. I mean, I lived with Ross for 3 years out of four. I lived with Nick for 3 years out of four. I lived with Vu 2 years out of four. And then Ryan, K-Brick and I are still very good friends. So I'm like, I did it right. I'm happy that I'm like I did it right. I did an okay job.
I'm
So,
still
yeah.
very good friends with one of my old roommates, which I'm not too mad about that. That's okay. I did my best. I tried.
So one out of how many roommates have you had?
In college, 1, 2,
Three,
3,
four,
4.
5.
Because I had a
That's
lot
it.
of repeats. 5? Why did I have 5 roommates? Who was the 5th?
Yeah, I know. Melissa, Sam. That's
Yeah,
5.
you've had 5.
Oh my god, that's 5. Oh god.
Yeah,
really.
I mean, I
I
had
mean,
4.
Michaela and Alyssa were repeats. Michaela I lived with for 3 years, and she's, one of my best friends. But I will admit I am not always the easiest person to live with. I think that's also important to recognize, is that I'm like a super organized, clean person, and so I get upset when people don't clean and organize. So I'll admit that, but
That's very
Jay,
big of
you are not the easiest roommate to live with either. Come on, you practically lived with me for a couple months. It was terrible.
I think Jay's like the easiest person to live with in the world.
Oh, wow! Thank you.
Now when he comes home from the bars at like 2 a.m. demanding me make him snacks while he lays in my bed, like, come on.
Yeah, I was very satisfied with junior and senior year living situation. Sophomore year, fall semester was an experience.
It's funny. You were like the opposite of like me, because like I feel like when I remember when like we first like signed our lease and everything. Like, I remember like talking to Colleen, and Colleen's like, "What if we lived together?" I'm like, I'm so happy that I lived with Ross, Nick, and Abu, because like if I
We're
didn't,
all opposites of you.
because like not like well like you guys kept me in check. You guys kept me in balance. So I'm like, you guys made sure that I was like somewhat on top of my shit just by being like, dude, chill out. Don't go out tonight. Like I did anyway, but like but Abu, like it was the opposite for you because like you had the 3 and then you were more of the mellow person, and it kind of I remember going up to your room and I was like, what is this on the floor? And you're like, I don't know, they've had parties here every day for the past 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh my, yeah, that I don't even want to get into it, bro. I still have some scary images stuck in my head.
Some PTSD.
Yeah, it's an experience.
That's what college is.
It should
yo,
be.
Yes.
Jake, this is
Uh-oh.
110% irrelevant.
This could go anywhere.
Yeah.
Jake, bro, you guys got to listen to Jake's music. Jake's music is so good.
Not what I was
It's
expecting.
So good.
Yeah. Free
I'm telling
advertisement?
you.
What is this? This wasn't on the plan. We didn't
Free
approve
ad
this.
space. Free ad space.
But yeah, I've heard you've showed me some of Jake's music. Jake's music is very, very good.
He's such a monster. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm done with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Do you guys have anything else you want to add?
I think I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Abu?
I think this is.
Um,
Abu wants to say
I'm good.
something. Oh.
No, I'm trying to think of something else to say, but thank you guys for having me.
All right, you're a
Being
guest.
on, yeah.
I totally forgot that. It was like, what do you mean?
It was nice finally having someone different on.
Yeah. What are you trying to say?
He's already sick
well,
of us. It's okay. It's okay.
And that's the last episode.
And we're done. Canceled.
Yeah, I think that'll about do her.
Oh, Jalen.
Okay. We will see you guys next week.
We're really good at awkward endings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for real.
See ya.
Ciao.
Peace. Bye. Bye.
Guys, that one was an hour and 10.
I mean, the last one was like an hour and 5.
Yeah.
Oh, the last one was like 56.
No.
No.
I edited
That's
it.
awkward.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was over an
Never
hour.
mind.
Yay. Okay. Bye.
So are you guys gonna cut out a lot? Do you guys do a lot of cutting?
Yeah, we do a lot of cutting.
I mean, not
Honestly,
too much,
I
but,
was gonna say like not a lot. For this one, I'll probably do less cutting than I usually do, to be honest.
Yeah, I wrote down a couple points where we had like those like pauses, so you can like
Yeah.
so you know ahead of time.
Thank you.